Let's explain to you how brain chemical addiction and conflict works, and explain to you, the last 25 years, when they went 2K and then they started going all digital with their signals and stuff. You also had, they set up things for the Patriot Act. So all American citizens were legally spied on by the corporations to maintain the corporations' status quo, right? And I'm watching E! Entertainment tonight because it was recording the news, and there's Courtney Vance and Angela Bassett. And by 2000, you already know that you're part of the team and your team's going to win because you're on the best team. And they're still fighting on these teams, which became irrelevant by January 22nd, 2013. But they just continued the contest by trying to eliminate the word God from government swearing-ins of office. As long as they took the word God and assigned it to self-righteous hypocrites that use the word God as a possessive pronoun in a first person for genocidal warfare through tribalism, they'll be okay. You just have to be very careful in the way you use the word God so your side doesn't get targeted as much for genocide as the other, but that doesn't work either. Like when you get a person, like we've seen Donald Trump do it, okay? He will sit there and he will get constituents. And then when he starts doing whatever he wants to do to make money and politically build his empire, he can set up a pandemic to kill off most of the people that voted for him in the first election, but we're not going to vote for him in the next election because they realized he was full of shit. Okay. So he can do business deals with corporations like Halliburton and Northrop Grumman, who work with the CIA to do chemical warfare and germ warfare, right? And so he can just come through and just poof, and they can just keep manipulating and changing the narrative. And they can come into the room and set up their business connections, like what happens with Zelensky and Putin. You go through and you build up this thing and you're going to be a hero for the country, and you kill off all your political competition, and you also kill off all your political dissidents in the same thing, just like Vietnam. Okay. Only they're even more insidious and manipulative and disgusting at it because the technology has become more manipulative and invasive than it ever was before. So when you understand the Messiah in the 20th and 21st century, the one that was born in 66, July 19th, Las Cruces, New Mexico, you understand just what a beautiful, amazingly beautiful, strong human being this person is. I remember that Cosby show, one where they went to the book club thing. Yeah. That was before 2000. That was in the 1990s, right? Or 80s. Wasn't it in the 80s or 90s? It's a long-ass motherfucking time ago. It was. But like I explained to Barack Obama right off the bat into his presidency, is, you can't be like Bob Dylan and buy your own press. They will stroke your ego and stroke your ego. They will have you believing you're doing something right when you know fundamentally it is completely fucked and completely wrong. You cannot buy your own press. And they kept trying to do it with me, with a lot of things. First. And a lot of things, that's what's real cool. For a lot of the ones that you go, weren't you embarrassed about that one? About, Menage a Trois with Jane Fonda and Jennifer Lopez or whatever? I don't remember any of that. I kind of vaguely remember some of those. Like, you guys kidding? I went to the hospital. I had ethyl alcohol and heroin in my system. I think I did an excellent job of controlling and containing myself, being drugged and dope, alcohol, drugged, and dope by the worst child molesting scientific perverts in the history of the world. I think I did a fabulous job. I think I'd not to embarrass Martin Lawrence, but I didn't run through the streets with a gun. They tried to kill my ass. I was pretty cool. I got online and said, this is really painful. It really hurts. I shouldn't be this sick. I'm a very healthy person. You guys should really stop. This is terrible. What you did to my wife is terrible. What you're doing to my kids is terrible. You should feel terrible about what you're doing. You should stop, collaborate, and listen. Ralphie's back with the brand new edition. He's the next in the line of the Messiahs. He ain't no liars. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, wow. I think when you guys go back and look at your history, I've been doing it now. I've been sitting here watching all these history things and watching the Carol Burnett show, And then I thought of my poor dad, and getting set up by Andy Griffith. And he still to this day, just the other day, had dinner with Andy Griffith. He was a really great guy. Yeah, he's a really great guy. He sent you to the casting couch in Los Angeles. He got they give him a paycheck for when they send in good-looking guys to get to the casting couch. He gets kickbacks from it. He got a lot of money to send you to LA to see if you would take the dick from the producers to get in the movies. He's a great guy. They're all charming, Oh yeah, you're gonna have a great time. You got it. You're charming. You're handsome. You're a good athlete. We watched you right out there. Go down there. Here's my card. Tell them I sent you. Knowing damn well what was going to happen to that young person. Okay? As long as they get paid, and the industry keeps going, we got lots of attractive people to be dancing in the scenes and backups, and all that. It's absolutely horrible, man. It's horrible what these people will do with manipulation of money and technology. And when you live the Lord's Prayer and you eliminate the capacity to use technology to manipulate people with money, it takes away all their brain chemical addiction and all their perception of fun. There's nothing fun about anything these brain chemical addicts are doing. Okay? It's their delusions of absolute power absolutely corrupts them, and they trap the glory of the soul and the patheticness of the mind, and then they get addicted to what they're doing because it makes them feel important and powerful. Do you understand? Welcome to my world. Won't you come on in? Miracles, I guess, still happen now and then. Step into my heart. Yeah, they're showing stuff about waiting to excel on Entertainment Tonight. Go figure. Yeah. Well, they're playing you. They're not playing me. I'm playing them. They are the words, I am the tune, play me. Stones would play inside her head when she woke. Yeah. No. I've watched all this stuff. And they'll put out something, I'm not paying attention, then I'll correct it. It's phenomenal when you see the way the Messiah's the communication through his head works to try to correct demons, so they'll go and sin no more, give everything you think you have away, and follow me. Let's live the Lord's Prayer. Do you really love your children? Okay. Rockefeller set up with that Patriot Act, where all lay people can't say, well, I was this. No, you weren't. Okay, like I told people, you can't sit there and say, oh, I believe Raphael Parson Jr. was the Messiah. I believed it all along. I didn't talk shit about him the moment I got home with my cell phone in my pocket. Really? Okay. You sure about that? Okay. And I tell everybody that in town. I said, I'm the Messiah. I go up and talk to people, and they pray to Jesus, whatever, stuff like that, and they will insult me. I stand up for a Lord's Prayer. They won't. They turn God into a cartoon character that's an arrogant, pretentious jerk in their head, and they'll attack me with that cartoon character. And I'll come up and try to get them, hey, stand up for a Lord's Prayer with me. And I don't have a phone. They collect the evidence of their blasphemy, of their, abomination. They collect it. I'm a nice person. I don't carry a phone. They carry the phone. They collect the evidence. Yeah. Well, Rockefeller knows how to set people up, y'all. Okay? And all the people that he doesn't have surveillance of because they go hide in little pockets in the Caribbean and have Tyler Perry, Oprah meetings together, they're the ones all getting together, using their money and their technology and influence to make sure that the Lord's Prayer and Parsons never sees the light of day, so we don't get the apocalypse to deliver us from Armageddon. Well, oh my Lord, 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 Lord. That's why I tell you, it's not that they can't stand up for the Lord's Prayer, it's that they won't. And there's a big difference between can't and won't. Okay? You can walk in the room and stop the man from raping the little girl, but you won't because you want to do it too. Hey, Andy Griffith, here's your check. Cecil B. DeMille is ready to fuck your sons in the ass if they want to do stunt work for Charlton Heston and Burt Reynolds. But after that, you might get a chance to have sex with Dolly Parton. And Charo. Well, because you're more attractive than Cecil B. DeMille, Donald Sterling, and Otto Preminger. But you're just as big of an asshole. And if you think being attractive is being a powerful asshole with money and technology to manipulate people with money and sex, then you're just as ugly as Otto Preminger and Cecil B. DeMille. Puppy mills of child molesting, mind raping fucking perverts. Let's load this one up. Okay. If you want a love story, time for us. Someday there'll be when chains are born from courage. Chains are torn from courage born of a love that's free. A time when dreams so long denied can flourish as we unveil the love we now must hide. I don't believe in money, but if Angie Bassett is watching this video in about 30 minutes, I have a feeling she's going to look at the man she calls husband and say, why can't you be like him? Because I wasn't born to be like him. You can't, or you won't. Laura Spur is perfect. You can't, or you won't. Laura Spur is perfect. You can't, or you won't. There is no Wakanda forever. Only me till your dying day. You don't have to be a star, baby, to be in my show. All you gotta be is faithful. And your show doesn't have to be my show, but it's the right way to go. All right, guys? Love you very much. What's love got to do with it? Everything. Everything.